Welcome back to BB Secrets Daily. The week of September 15th isn't about fashion or romance. It's about betrayal, rage, and revenge. A son demands the truth. A mother's loyalty shatters. A family erupts in violence. And Luna Nozawa? She's branded the villain, hunted by her own. From Thomas's fury to Taylor's warnings to Lee's shocking attack, this week explodes with drama you can't miss. At Forrester Creations, the air is thick with tension. Thomas Forrester isn't just upset, he's unraveling, and the walls of the design office can barely contain the storm inside him. "Dad, just tell me. Tell me she's lying." His voice trembles, part demand, part plea. His eyes are wide, searching Ridge's face for any glimmer of hope, any confirmation that Brooke hasn't stolen his father away again. But Ridge doesn't bend. He admits it plainly. Yes, he's back with Brooke. Yes, the wedding is real. And yes, once again, he has chosen her over Taylor. Over the family peace Thomas has begged for. And in that moment, viewers, we don't just see anger. We see devastation. Years of progress, therapy, attempts at redemption, all of it feels like it's slipping through his fingers. Thomas lashes out, blaming Brooke for manipulation, insisting she's poisoned Ridge's judgment. But deep down, isn't this more about Ridge than Brooke? Isn't Thomas really crying out against a lifetime of feeling abandoned, overlooked, second best to the eternal Bridge love story? Think about it. How many times have we watched Ridge drift back to Brooke, as if pulled by a gravitational force that no one, not even his children, can resist? And how many times has Thomas been left standing on the sidelines, wondering why his pain, his voice, his truth never seems to matter? Now here's the danger. Thomas's fury isn't just noise, it's desperation. And desperation has always been Thomas's greatest weakness. It's what drove him into obsession with hope. It's what led him to manipulations he swore he'd never repeat. Viewers, let me ask you, do you see Thomas here as a victim? A son shattered by his father's choices? Or is this the warning sign of another spiral, another dark turn that could undo everything he's fought so hard to rebuild? While Thomas rages, Taylor Hayes chooses a quieter battlefield. She turns to Eric Forrester, the patriarch, the man who has seen every version of this love triangle unfold. Her words are calm but edged with pain. "Eric, do you really believe Ridge will be better with Brooke? After everything we've seen? After all the chaos she brings?" Her voice isn't weak, it's steady, layered with frustration and weary wisdom. Taylor has lived this cycle. Love Ridge, lose Ridge, watch him run back to Brooke. She knows the pattern better than anyone, and she knows how it ends, with heartbreak, betrayal, and destruction. Taylor pleads not for herself, but for the family. She warns Eric that Brooke may bring fire and passion, but that fire always burns down the house around them. "It won't last," she insists. "It never does. And when it ends, it leaves nothing but pain." And here's the sting. Eric listens. He respects Taylor. But deep inside, even he may believe Ridge and Brooke are inevitable. That no matter the cost, no matter the wreckage, Ridge will always circle back to Brooke. So, viewers, what do you think? Is Taylor wasting her breath, fighting a war that history has already decided? Or is she the only one brave enough to speak the truth, even if no one wants to hear it? Because if Eric ignores her, if Ridge ignores her, then Taylor may be proven right once again. Only too late. Secrets always find their way to the surface, don't they? And for Luna Nozawa, the walls are closing in faster than she can breathe. She thought hiding out in Remy Price's apartment would buy her time. Time to think, time to plan, time to escape the judgment she knew was coming. But in Los Angeles, time is never a luxury, especially when your sins come with receipts. Katie Logan's rage is the spark that sets this fire ablaze. Imagine being a mother and hearing that your son, your pride, your joy, was manipulated, tricked into bed under a cruel illusion. Katie's voice doesn't just cut, it shreds. "How dare you use my son like that?" she spits, every word soaked in fury. And viewers, you can feel her pain. It isn't just about morality, it's about protection. About a mother watching the innocence of her child get twisted into something ugly. And then there's Bill Spencer. He doesn't scream. He doesn't need to. The silence in his stare is punishment enough. Bill Spencer doesn't forgive betrayal. He remembers it. He holds it. He makes you pay for it when you least expect it. So while Katie's words scorch, Bill's glare freezes Luna in place. And you know it, viewers. You'd rather take the yelling than the silent promise of vengeance from Bill. But the real earthquake arrives when Leigh Finnegan hears the truth. This is the woman who believed in Luna when no one else would. The aunt who gave her chance after chance, who defended her against whispers and doubts. To find out that her trust was shattered? That Luna targeted Will after everything Leigh sacrificed for her? That's not betrayal, it's annihilation. Viewers, ask yourself this. Is Luna truly the monster they say she is? Or is she a young woman who made a reckless choice, one mistake that now defines her entire existence? Would you condemn her forever? Or would you search for the sliver of humanity that still might be buried beneath the mess? And then comes the moment no one could have predicted. The weekly promo doesn't just hint, it shows it. Leigh Finnegan, the calm, composed, brilliant doctor, snapping. Her hands around Luna's throat, her voice shaking with rage as she screams, "Evil! You're evil!" Think about that, viewers. This isn't just anger. This is heartbreak transformed into violence. Leigh isn't seeing her niece anymore. She's seeing a predator, a destroyer of trust. Someone who spat on everything Leigh gave her. For Leigh, this isn't discipline. This isn't correction. This is punishment. Raw, visceral punishment. Luna gasps, stunned, her world spinning as her aunt's grip tightens. Did she expect anger? Yes. But this? This, hands on her throat, words like daggers? This is a nightmare she never imagined. And we, the audience, are forced to wonder, is Leigh truly trying to harm her? Or is this just a momentary explosion of pain that will vanish as quickly as it appeared? But even if Leigh pulls back, even if she doesn't finish what she started, something irreversible has already happened. Trust has shattered. Family ties have been burned. The bond between aunt and niece has been ripped apart in a way that no apology, no excuse, no desperate plea can ever repair. And viewers, here's the chilling part. Haven't we all seen this building? Haven't we all watched Luna push boundaries, tell half-truths, weave her way into situations that could only end badly? And now, it's ended with her on the floor, fighting for breath, as the one woman who defended her finally snaps. So let me turn the question over to you. Do you believe Leigh was right to explode? To let her fury become physical? Or do you think she crossed a line that makes her no better than the niece she condemns? Should Luna be treated as a villain beyond redemption? Or as a broken... And there you have it. The week of September 15th is shaping up to be one of the most explosive in The Bold and the Beautiful's history. We see Thomas, his voice breaking as he demands validation from his father, desperate for Ridge to choose him over Brooke. It's not just anger. It's a cry for love, for recognition, for proof that he matters. Then there's Taylor, fighting to be heard, trying to hold back the tidal wave she knows is coming, even as the Forrester cycle repeats itself. And of course, Luna, standing alone in the fire, surrounded by Katie's fury, Bill's cold judgment, and Lee's devastating wrath. Innocence questioned, family ties shredded, her very survival hanging by a thread. Viewers, this isn't just another week. This is the week that changes everything, the week that rewrites alliances, the week that could shatter families forever. But here's where I turn it over to you. What do you think? Is Thomas right to blame Brooke? Or is he spiraling into old, destructive patterns that threaten to consume him? Do you believe Taylor's warning will fall on deaf ears yet again? And most importantly, what about Luna? Is she truly the villain her family paints her to be? Or is she a victim caught in a game far larger than she ever imagined? I want to hear your theories, your emotions, your predictions. Drop them in the comments. I'll be reading through, and I love seeing how your insights compare to the chaos that actually unfolds. And if you love these deep dive breakdowns, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to BB Secrets Daily, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a single twist. Because in Los Angeles, no love is safe, no betrayal goes unpunished, and no secret, no matter how buried, stays hidden forever.